Hello YouTube, it's been a little while. I think my last video was I think it was uploaded in March, but I filmed it in February. So if you remember, I did a video at the start of the year talking about my goals for 2026, and I have done one of them. Like my last one was like going to a dating event. I did that, and I also went on a second date. This one is not dating related, you may be glad to know. This one I'm going to talk about cooking more, and I'm going to show you like the easiest like protein cupcake recipe there is. There's literally 4 ingredients. You just need these blueberries, 2 eggs, 2 bananas, and then I just need to measure out 250 grams of peanut butter. I'm just going to use up the rest of this one and then use up some of this. So let's measure this out, make my cupcakes whilst I update you on what has gone on in the past few months. Well, not the past like month or two, because I feel like things are a little bit all over the place, I won't lie. Firstly, work. I am still in the same job. I've been there like a year and a half nearly, which is pretty good going for me in a full-time job. Normally at this point I want to leave. Can confirm I don't want to leave my job currently. I'm enjoying it. We're talking about like progression and stuff, which is really nice to hear. So work's all going well, but the first quarter at my job is always really busy because there's like benefit updates, and my team updates all the artwork that coincides with those benefit updates, so it's really busy like from January to March. So it's felt a little bit intense, but I'm actually filming this on a Wednesday because it's just been Easter. I booked the rest of this week off after Bank Holiday Monday, so I've just got a few days to like recalibrate, sort of a few things out, which I'll go into in a minute. That's work. I said dating, still very much single. I'm not gonna divulge on that. There have been like a few dates, but nothing really serious. I think I'm just gonna take a little break because if you are in the dating game or dating trenches, if you will, it's pretty exhausting. So yeah, and as a result of that, I have been back to therapy. I think I'm getting better now, like in my old age. Like I'm noticing when it's kind of slipping a little bit again, so I'm booking into therapy earlier. So yeah, I had therapy last week, and then I have booked in to go again on Friday. So that's that. So mental health's been a little bit wobbly, but I think I'm coming out the other side of it now, which is always good to know. Other adult admin that hasn't really gone to plan. So I just realised I've filmed this whole thing and not done an intro. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, like you know what to do. Anyway, so what was the other thing that happened? So the first thing that happened, actually this one has been going on for months. I have been trying to merge hang on, let me just cut that open without getting this disgusting. I've been trying to merge my pensions since December. It is now April. Basically I have had like 3 full-time jobs. Obviously I had like 3 pensions on the go. I'm like, do you know what, I just want to like put them into one place to make life easier, and like when it comes to that time I only have to look in one place, I don't have to remember like 5 different logins, do you know what I mean? Started the process back in December. I sent off like a load of paper forms. I think those forms obviously got lost because I had to refill them in all again and send like pictures of them. And then I send one thing to one provider. They're like, oh, we're missing this from the other provider. So I contact them, and they're like, oh, but we're missing this from that provider. I'm like, if you actually just spoke to each other, it would make life so much easier. I just got another email this morning saying, yep, we've received all the forms we need, but we're still waiting on this code from your previous pension provider. I'm like, I literally don't know what this means. I'm just a girl, I'm 27, like. Oh, so if you are thinking of combining your pensions, don't, because it is not a fun task. Oh my god, that peanut butter just went everywhere. Imagine this top actually stays white. Yeah, so that has been my pension, and then the other stressful thing in my life has been my car. If you don't follow me anywhere else, my car nearly got written off, which was not fun. So basically this happened like over a month ago now. Sorry, that is all the peanut butter measured out. So I'm going to take that off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop up these bananas bits, and when they like get blended, they just blend a little bit easier. So my car was parked outside in the same spot it's been parked for like 4 years, as I've never had any issues parking out there. Bear in mind, like Amazon drivers, Tesco delivery drivers, they like zoom around the corner. It's never been hit or anything. I went to Sigrid. I think I uploaded a short for that. I went to Sigrid on the 13th of March, I think it was. And that day I actually chose to like drive to the station so Mum didn't have to pick me up late at night. Drove to the station, and when I get in my car, there's like a note on the window, and I thought, God, what have I done wrong? But the note said, oh, really sorry, I clipped the back of your car, this is my number. So I looked at the back, and there's honestly like the smallest dent, like it's basically the size of my fist. So there's this sort of dent just above my bumper, and then the bumper is all scratched. I was like, oh, brilliant. So it was actually like Mother's Day weekend, so I'm not going to sort this out now. And then my neighbour came outside and he was like, oh, have you seen the note? I said, yes, I have seen the note. So it was actually someone down my road who accidentally hit my car. So we thought, oh, it's just a minor thing. Like, we'll just, like, I'll just ask for like cash to sort it out rather than going through insurance because my car is so old. Anyway, we wanted to go like just do a cash payment, but they would rather go through insurance because they'd also damaged their car. We're like, fine. Anyway, so I call my insurance, and I'm embarrassed thinking back now, but basically he said, like, what car do you have? I've got like a 2006 Fiesta, and he said, oh, due to the age of it, it's probably going to get written off. I was like, sorry, like, I said the damage is so much. He goes, yeah, I mean, we'll send it to the engineers anyway, but he just seemed very sort of certain it'd be written off. I'm like, I don't want to have to buy a new car. Like, you know me, I don't drive much anyway. I'm trying to save towards house deposit, not a new car. So I literally started crying on the phone. So that was not fun. I think, again, it's just one of those situations I've never dealt with it before. My car, she lives a few doors down. So again, we explained the situation, like, can you just like pay it in cash? It might just be easier for the both of us. And then they basically said no. So I was like, okay. So rung up the car insurance again. They said, look, just send the photos over, then we can decide whether it's getting written off. Anyway, long story short, car is not getting written off, thank God. But even so, like, it's still, I just keep getting so many phone calls and they're asking like all the same questions. I'm like, again, if you, essentially, obviously the car insurance people have their own garages they use to fix these things. So I've explained to Hastings, who my insurer is, like, yeah, this is what happened, this is what car they have, blah, 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 to them, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll send those to the car, not dealership, car garage. I'm like, fab. And then the garage then call me saying, oh, can you send the photos? I'm like, I've just sent them to the insurance. And they're like, oh no, the insurance don't normally send them to us. I'm like, great. And then basically I'm allowed to get a courtesy car, but I only drive automatic, and the garage don't do like automatic courtesy cars. So then I had phone calls from Enterprise saying like, oh, what happened in the accident? Like, who was at fault? What colour, year and stuff of everything with their car. I'm like, again, if you just spoke to each different company in this, it would make life so much easier. Obviously, I know for GDPR and stuff they can't, but I was just like, oh my, like, honestly, I had so many phone calls about this car. Like, I'm at the point of stress where I just don't care. Like, I'm just like, leave me alone. Like, I just want to be like 16 again with no responsibilities. Anyway, so the latest, like, I keep getting calls from Enterprise saying, oh, let's book in your car, let's get your car. I'm like, I don't know. And then because of everything going on in the Middle East, a lot of car parts have been delayed because they can't get shipped over like as quickly as they used to. So I don't have a date from the garage, so I can't even get my courtesy car. As I said, my current car, you can drive it fine. It's like cosmetic damage. Right, I will whisk this all up. I'll show you the lovely mixture now. But obviously that's gonna make a horrible noise, so I'll do that off camera. So it looks pretty gross. But yeah, you literally just whisk it all together and then put it in the oven for 15 minutes. I've put the oven on like 180. So that I don't burn them. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's been going on in my life. Okay, please ignore how much of a messy cook I am, but this is what they look like before they go into the oven. So as you can see, these are like reusable cupcake cases. We've had these for so many years, and then I've got a few just normal ones. So it makes around 12 cupcakes. Yeah, I'm gonna wash this up, put them in the oven, and do a taste test for you after. I forgot to say as well, one of the big reasons why I make these cupcakes is because I read a book at the beginning of the year called Ultra Processed People, which is about like ultra processed food, and protein shakes are so like full of crap, like even the good ones. Yeah, so that kind of really changed my mind about what I consume after workouts. So yeah, that is basically my sort of like 11 o'clock snack, or I have just done a workout. It's a great source of protein. I said it's got peanut butter, eggs, banana and blueberries. Like, there's nothing processed in it at all. So yeah, as long as you use like organic peanut butter or like natural peanut butter, it's a very healthy snack. And this is the finished result. So when they've actually cooled, I always take them out of their casings and put them into one little Tupperware pot, but I'm going to eat this one on camera. This plate is from Primark actually, so cute. Okay, so here we go. So I have to awkwardly crouch because I'm far too tall for this. So it looks quite, it's like crisp on top but like doughy underneath. So I'll do a little, I did leave these in a little bit longer because they weren't, oh, are they still, no, they're fine. So I think because they haven't got flour and like sugar or anything, they're a little bit more moist in the middle, which I quite like. So you can see little blueberries running through. Let's give this a taste. So good. And I'm wondering, do they need longer? Because there was, I feel like if you've got bigger bananas, the mixture will seem more wet. I'm going to put the rest on for another like couple of minutes because they're quite, not damp in the middle, but normally they're a little bit more firm. So, but yeah, so they normally take between like 15 minutes, I think, because I had more mixture this time. That's why they've taken a little bit longer. Or maybe I've just been impatient and not left them to stand for long enough, but either way, they still taste great. I'm going to chill in the garden now. It's a really nice warm day. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. And I also forgot to mention, I have started doing a Substack. I'm very like on and off on them. I normally upload like once a week. So I do a series called Tales of My 20s, like things I've learned and stuff. I talk about anxiety on there and anything like that. So if you prefer to read things in written format, I'll leave my Substack linked below, and I'll leave the reel for this recipe down below as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see in the upcoming months. I will try and do vlogs, but I've not been able to like film anything yet. I might do more concert videos, you know, because I've got 12 in total this year. I've been to 3, so 9 left to go. So if you want to see any concert videos, please let me know. But yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.